Ah, you have come for a story? How soothing to be snuggled up or down with your hands wrapped around a cup of hot cocoa, your toes wriggling in anticipation of a tale. A tale told from a well-educated Caucasian gentleman who is seated, I assure you, in a terribly impressive high-backed red leather armchair, the sort with little metal studs around the edge. Old money look, you know, and attired in the softest velvet smoking jacket to be purchased on Savile Row. A tale told in the rumbling, melodious tones of an accent that has dominated the cultural landscape of this fine country for centuries past. A tale told properly. There is a fire crackling in the hearth, and its light dances in my bright blue eyes. I hold in my hands an ancient tome, leather-bound. I look up. I look at you. Aren't you lucky? I am about to begin. Once upon a timeline, there was a city, a prosperous and great city, ruled by a prosperous and great emperor. The people of the city rose every morning to the sound of birdsong, filling their homes, factories, offices, schools. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Listen to the bird feed, follow the beat. The economy is booming and there's plenty to eat.
No need to read it in the paper or hear it in the street.
'Cause a little birdie told you with a tweet, tweet.
Tap it to the left, tap it to the right.
Don't fall down the rabbit hole or you'll be up all night.
Tweeting and twittering your worries away. You know the sound you want to hear at break of day.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
No need to read it in the paper or hear it in the street. Let a little birdie tell you with a
tweet, tweet.
This fine morning, the emperor threw open his chamber windows and watched the birds flutter past his castle walls, down to the great city below. The happy little people, to him, looked just like ants. So busy, so contented, probably contented. It was hard to tell from so high up. Then he closed the window and go and think about something else. An emperor's got more important things to worry about than his people, you understand. But little did the emperor know that through the bustle and hustle of the crowded streets came two swindlers.
Could we, sorry.
Oh, excuse me a moment.
Could we please have businessman, please?
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
I beg your pardon. It appears I misspoke. Along came two businessmen. Their names were Dom and Nick. You could hear Dom and Nick coming swiftly up any cobbled street, for they rode upon a horse and trap. Up went the big trap, all the way to the Emperor's castle.
Oi, mind out, will you?
There you go, Mrs. Jones. A load of tripe all wrapped up for you. Cheerio.
Morning, Mr. Gammon.
All right, Cheryl. I've got them scraps for you out the back here.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
Oh, look, you can have them. But don't go telling everyone, mind.
Thank you. I won't make a habit of it. I'm working 2 jobs now, but after my bills, it's still not enough.
Now, it's nothing, Cheryl, all right? Here, did you see that big trap on its way up the hill?
I did. It nearly run me down, that big trap.
Them two blokes driving it are famous businessmen, you know.
I heard they were swindlers.
Nah, that was fake news, that was. They're businessmen. They make a famous cloth. Do off to see the Emperor, so they must be legit in that.
Well, cheerio, Mr. Gammon. Thanks again.
Cheerio, Cheryl. When Dom and Nick arrived at the castle, they were greeted with pomp and ceremony. Good morning. I am Sir Ignatius Ceremony, and this is Lady Annunziata Pomp.
Hello. We are the Emperor's ministers.
The most sacred position of Emperor, for as long as we care to remember, has been tightly protected by rightly selected members such as we. And we who are chosen are honourable friends. We get to decide what is best for all men, and what makes us distinguished is these quite distinctive distinctions between us and them. We have pomp, pomp and ceremony, pomp, pomp and ceremony. By ancient decree it is necessary to have pomp and ceremony.
I'm Dom, and... Nick?
Coming! I was just getting the samples for the Emperor.
Only the very finest of minds, the wisest of men, can see it. Our cloth. This cloth. Here.
Right! Yes, obviously. And we are the world-leading experts in it.
We can work this stuff into any shape imaginable. Do you see? I do see. Do you see, Annunciata?
Yes, I see. May I now present His Most Honourable Grace, the Emperor?
The Emperor greeted them warmly. Splah! And was delighted to hear all about the cloth. He commanded that they use the material to make something that would dazzle the people. Look, how about a bridge? A bus. A bus to go over the bridge. There'll be a garden. For there were dark days ahead. I am most unfortuitously... The Emperor wanted to fill the people with hope and distract them. Pardon me. Inspire them. So it was decided.
Sire, we will make you a suit of this magnificent material. And then, when you are dressed in the suit, you may build anything, achieve everything, for your robes will proclaim you a leader.
The Emperor loved this idea. Fraptious, delectable, ominous tapioca. And the ministers welcomed Dom and Nick into their hard-working team. Come and have some lunch. We get a voucher, you know. As the staff hurried to keep pace with Dom and Nick's comings and goings, a wise old sage tried to get the Emperor's attention.
Your Excellency, can I offer you some sage advice?
No.
It's just that there are dark days afoot.
Oh, not now, sage. Of course, the Emperor could not actually see what Dom and Nick were doing. The ministers were afraid to admit, even to one another, that they... Yeah?
I don't know if we should lean too much on the doubts and fears thing.
Well, it's just the stories about...
Yeah, I know, it's just this stuff you're saying about fear, it isn't quite fitting with our narrative.
The narrative? I'm the narrator.
Can you just cut to the birds spreading the good news, please?
Fine.
Yeah, thanks.
The Emperor's new special advisors set to work. I thought they were businessmen. And soon the birds were spreading the news, the good news, to all the people in the land.
Tweet, 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 tweet. Times they are a-changing. The Emperor's engaging with a random pair of guys. With some specialist advisors. They're making something terrible, haven't you heard? Tweet all about it, listen up to the bird. Tweet,
The trouble was, the birds would sometimes tweet contrasting information.
All right, you don't want to see me get angry, mate.
Now this little bird is the cream of the crop, and this little bird doesn't go out a lot, and this little bird doesn't know when to stop, and this little bird, I think he's a bot. Tweet, 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 tweet. I need to read it in the paper or hear it in the street. Let a little birdie tell you with a tweet, tweet.
Morning, Cheryl.
Morning. Did you hear? The Emperor's only gone and spent a load of our tax money to have some suit made.
It's brilliant, innit? Just goes to show we don't need no Italian suits or any foreign stuff. We got the greatest empire in the world. Them new advisors got it all worked out. A little bird told me.
Well, a little bird told me they ain't that clever at all.
We get different birds down our way, I reckon. Funny that.
Listen, I don't suppose you have any of those scraps spare today, do you?
Sorry, Cheryl, not today. It was all well and good giving you a bit of grub last week, but, you know...
I see.
Can't be doing it all the time. Come on, chin up. Best you learn to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
I haven't got any boots.
See you at the parade?
Actually, I'm off to work. Bye, Mr. Gammon.
There's going to be a parade. All our worries and woes will be swept away by waving our flags and shouting hooray as the wonderful suit goes on display. There's going to be a parade.
We little people who scrimp and save, love an excuse for a smile and a wave, who needs their own home or a minimum wage. There's going to be a parade.
There was to be a great parade for the Emperor to show off his remarkable suit. Some doubted that making the suit was a good idea. Others that the material even existed, but those people were wrong. Who writes this stuff? Hang on. Yes?
Hello, my name's Cheryl. I'm the cleaner.
Oh, right, okay, come in.
Just you here today?
Yeah, the producer's just popped out to have his eyes tested.
You can just carry on. I'll work round you.
Sure, okay. There was to be a great parade for the Emperor to show off
What are you talking in that voice for?
I'm the narrator.
Oh. Why can't you tell the story in your own voice?
Well, that's not really the tone they want, I don't think.
Who?
Them. The people listening.
There's someone listening? What, to us now?
Yeah. Look, here's my script. I'll talk into this. There's a sound of a fire crackling and stuff, but Nicola puts all that in post-production.
Can I have a go?
Well, you're not really... Narrators of fairy tales aren't usually cleaning ladies.
I know they're normally old white blokes in smoking jackets, but you're not any of those things.
Well, they don't know that.
And this isn't a fairy tale, it's an unfairy tale. Well, what do I do? Just read that?
Yeah.
The people were all delighted to see the Emperor in his finery. Well, that's not what happened. Look, let me explain it, how it actually went. The people gathered in the streets. Some were excited. They thought the new suit would bring opportunities, wealth, prosperity. Others were unhappy. They couldn't believe their taxes were being spent on a suit they didn't even want. They all waited for the Emperor. He was in his castle with...
Dominic!
Coming, so here it is, sir. Pressed and lined. I think the loopholes turned out beautifully.
Yes. Good. Very good.
Dark days are ahead.
Quiet, Sage. Showtime, everyone. Ballerinas to the back of the line. Shall we leave now, Your Excellency? No. No, yes, no. Right. Yes. I'll go out. No, I won't go out. I'll,
Would you like to leave or remain here, sir? You can remain if you wish. Some of us can actually see quite a few benefits to remaining, sir.
Oh, no. Let's get out there. Show everyone just how powerful and wise you are.
Ready to leave?
Oven ready.
Sire.
Not now, Sage.
It's just that there were...
What? Why the hell didn't you warn us something like that was coming?
I did try, sir.
Look, I want my parade. I'm not taking advice from some wise old sage. Dominic!
They're going, sir.
Already?
Now that you have your suit, they said you wouldn't need them anymore.
Oh, right.
Are you all right, sir?
Yep. Fit as a butcher's dog.
Can you see him? Where is he?
He's coming. There he comes.
The Emperor stepped out right into the sun.
This way, Your Excellency.
Heads turned and mouths dropped. The crowd gasped as one. Then someone said,
I see the Emperor's bum.
and they all saw. They all knew. Yes, every one.
You're lying. He's wearing a beautiful suit.
But what do you mean? He's got no clothes on at all.
Oh,
Bedlam broke out and chaos ensued. Was the Emperor clothed? Was the Emperor nude? As fighting and fury broke out left and right, Dominic exited into the night. Those swindlers packed their invisible cloths, their threads, looms and needles in a small cardboard box. The castle doors opened and out they did scram. With their box full of trickery, Dominic ran. The end.
You what?
Oh, they've buggered off and everyone's arguing. That's the actual true story. I'll do the windows now.
Hang on, wait. Where's Dominic going?
Some other castle. They love castles, apparently. Can't get enough of them.
And everyone's just left having a row? With the dark days afoot and everything?
Pretty much.
So what happens now?
Well, empires don't last forever. We wait. We hope.
What are you going to tell them?
Who? Oh, right.
The hope thing?
Yeah. Bloody hell. Okay. The Emperor began to speak in nonsense words and Latin.
And now's the time to tell you that the armchair I was sat in is just a plastic office chair. I don't have blue eyes or white hair.
The lies, some innocent, well-meant, had made such cracks in the cement. The walls began to creak and groan. The glass was shattered, and the stone which held that mighty castle up trembled, shook. His time was up. His ministers all fled for cover.
The people turned to one another, and with no clothes or walls or roof, there was nothing left to tell but truth. So they told it.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Write it in the papers, make sure everyone knows. The Emperor's not wearing any goddamn clothes. He has a little entourage to cover his ass. But call it as you see it, girls, and feel free to laugh. An emperor's as strong as all the power he has. And on a close inspection, this guy just doesn't pass. Tell your friends, tell your teachers, on the facts, on the phones, in a song or soliloquy, poetry or prose. Tell it to them, make sure that everyone knows. The Emperor's not wearing any clothes.
We're closing the book here. The story is proof. The one thing the wise person sees is the truth. It's hard to spot, but trust me, it's there. The unfairytale's ending. May the next one be fair.